It's ItsKristiiAly, and I have gone one whole month without counting calories, so let's talk about the changes that have happened. Hi, hello, and welcome to my show.
I'm awake!
Today is my 7-month check-in since the beginning of my better lifestyle journey. So I've got a weigh-in and some measurements for you guys. And I also wanted to talk about the pros and cons of ideally counting calories.
It absolutely sucks tracking every morsel of food that goes into your mouth, into your MyFitnessPal.
There's a lot of mixed messages and mixed opinions on if we should even count calories, if it's even helpful for us, and just overall if counting calories is needed to maintain a different weight loss or maintain your current body weight. Some people feel as though it is a waste of time to count calories because your body doesn't really know that it's been 24 hours or whatever.
It doesn't matter what you're consuming over the course of one day. Why? Because your body doesn't know what 24 hours is.
And then some other people say it's, of course, important to count calories regardless of if your body doesn't know that it's been 24 hours. You should still be counting calories because it helped them lose weight, so it's going to help you lose weight. Everybody is different. The absorption rate of the nutrients from every piece of food, it's different with every person. So one person may not absorb the same amount of nutrients from a bowl of greens as another person would, just as some people can't eat certain foods because it doesn't agree with their body. There's a lot of different factors that come into diet and come into food, so it is of course always best to talk to a health professional in regards to your body, your food, and what you should be doing to maintain or lose weight.
Now that's fresh mountain-grown coffee from the hills of Colombia.
So when I started losing weight, I was counting calories. I was using the app MyFitnessPal. Every day, every single time I would eat anything, whether it be a snack, whether it be a meal, I was in that app, I was scanning that barcode, and I was counting those calories. I do, of course, believe, and I have said this in a couple other videos, I do, of course, believe that kickstarting my weight loss was counting those calories, making sure that the energy that I'm putting out is more than what I'm actually taking in. Calories in versus calorie out, it's the main formula that we always get to lose weight, but some people are arguing that that formula actually doesn't mean anything.
The energy balance equation says that body fat equals calories in minus calories out. We assume that if we simply reduce the amount of calories we take in, that we're going to reduce our body fat. But that's not actually true. If you reduce your calories taken in, does your calories that your body expends stay stable? So you can look at studies done in 1917 where they take volunteers and they reduce the number of calories that they eat by roughly 30%. Then they measure their basal metabolic rate, and what you find is that the body has reduced its energy expenditure by about 30%. So if you're taking 30% less calories in and your body's using 30% less calories, then you're not going to lose any body fat, which was the whole point of the exercise. And this is really the failure of this sort of calories in, calories out model. The calories in and the calories out are not independent of each other. They go up and down together, so simply focusing in on the calories leads you to fail in your efforts to lose body fat.
There are, of course, success stories with counting calories, and then there are, of course, people that have not had success with counting calories. Myself, I've lost a total of about 25 pounds or so. I have been, of course, fluctuating in the last month, but I have lost 25 pounds total throughout my journey so far, and then now I'm trying to focus more on putting on muscle. And with that being said, you of course need more protein. I feel like whenever I was counting calories, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about the small number, not going over 1,500 calories a day, sometimes 1,200 calories a day, and then honestly, it messed with me a little bit because, of course, my past with the disordered eating, not being on a healthy schedule or having a healthy relationship with food, with my eating. In the past, of course, I have struggled with not giving my body the nutrients and stuff that it needs because I wanted that quick weight loss, which of course I got it. It just was not a healthy manner at all, and of course I ended up gaining back a majority of that weight. Fast forward to now, I'm trying to do better with that. I'm trying to eat more intuitively. I'm trying to honor my body's hunger cues while also being mindful of the foods that I am putting into my body. It really comes down to the specific foods that you're eating, because like you could eat however many donuts a day to get your 2,000 calorie estimated intake, right? And then you work out and say you burn 2,500 calories. Realistically, you have eaten so many donuts that there is so much sugar in your system that it could hinder what you're gonna need to be doing. Whereas, say, if you eat a bunch of vegetables all day and then you're also working out in a surplus, burning off all of those calories that you took in, you would end up losing weight because you are, again, burning more than you're taking in, but what you're taking in, it is actually positive sustenance. It's not that trans fat that's just going to like mess up your system. There is this one YouTuber that I've been following since I've been trying to get on this healthier lifestyle. His name is Obese to Beast, or his name is John. He actually has a video on the MyFitnessPal YouTube talking about his success and how he's lost over 100 pounds because he was counting calories.
I became very serious about losing weight, and tracking food is 100% like necessary. Learning how to track food with MyFitnessPal was a huge bonus. If I did slip up, I just got back up the next day. And I lost 180 pounds in about a year and a half.
Obviously, he's putting in a lot of work as well.
It's about drive.
He is lifting weights, he is doing his cardio, he is eating right, he is paying attention to all of these overall things for his health. Of course, he ended up losing that weight and keeping it off. Now he does go on to do some different commentary videos as of now. He like talks about different people in the YouTube community and the things, the messages that they're putting out. He also talks about there's, you know, those TV shows, 1,000 Pound Sisters, things like that. So he talks about anything that's in this like realm of weight. So definitely check that out if you know, haven't or don't know who he is. When it comes down to it, everyone has an opinion. Everyone is gonna say, you need to do this. No, you need to do this. No, you don't need to do that. No, you need to eat this. No, you don't need to eat that. And it just gets to a point where everyone has their own opinion, and we're not consulting doctors. We're just looking at everyone else's stories, which I mean, obviously, I'm here for you to look at mine. We focus so much on what everyone else says, what everyone else's truth is. Really, we need to be focusing on ourselves. We need to talk to our doctors if there are any changes at all in our bodies. Get with people that know about nutrition versus their YouTube degree. As far as with my opinion of counting calories, it did, you know, bringing it back to my relationship with food, in my opinion, overall stunted my growth in that way. I learned a lot when I was counting calories. Like, I know what different portions look like now from measuring them so much. I do think trying to eat more intuitively and mindfully, I do think that that is better. So when I stopped counting calories, I was weighing 149 pounds. 37-inch was my bust, 37-inch was my waist, 37.5 inches was my butt, thighs 20 inches, arms 11 to 11.5 inches. I did do a couple challenges throughout that. Over the course of the time, say about 2 weeks in, I went up to 150 pounds, bust still 37, waist went down to 36.5, butt went up to 38, and then thighs still 20, arms 11 to 11.5. After being 30 days in, I am up to 151 pounds, but again, I have been working out a lot, so hopefully that does give me that muscle. And then my bust is up to 38 inches again, so that just keeps going up and down, if I'm even measuring right, to be honest. Waist is down to 36 inches now. But still 38 inches from before. Thighs still 20 inch one side for the left, and then for the right, it's up to 21 inches. So I must have worked extra hard with that leg. Arms still 11 to 11.5. My goal for the end of August, I wanted to be down to 140 pounds. I wanted my belly 35 inches. I wanted my butt 40 inches. So I didn't really hit any of those numbers, but I don't want to focus too hard on that because I do feel better in my body. But I am still obviously gonna measure and see where I go for the next few months. All of that being said, I have made the executive decision in my life to remove MyFitnessPal from my lifestyle. There have been some updates lately with MyFitnessPal. Those updates are basically taking away our barcode function, which is where you scanned your barcode and then it auto-populates the majority of the nutrition facts of whatever it is that you're consuming into the app, right? And they're making that a premium option, which obviously if you're avid on the app like I was, the app was having a lot of issues, okay? Let's just be frank. It's having a lot of issues, and then they want to take away one of the main perks, unless you pay the yearly fee, monthly fee, whatever. I think it's like $79.99 a year, so it's really not that much a month, but to me it's just not worth it. I'm too cheap.
We really don't have time for that.
Plus, counting calories is just not the healthiest for me personally, but it's just best for me to have a balanced diet anyway. But focusing on the numbers could end up making me not honor myself, right? If you are trying to stay under 1,300 calories, for example, you're gonna be really hungry by the end of the night. I was.
I'm freaking hungry.
And it would cause issues where if I would have just fed myself when I was first hungry before I even went to bed, my sleep wouldn't have been broken up and I would have been feeling better. You know, I would have gone to bed with a full stomach, would have woke up the next morning versus in the middle of the friggin' night to eat a snack. Whatever you're telling yourself, no, you can't have this, no, you can't do that, it's gonna keep piling up on each other. Have a snack before you go to bed so that you don't end up breaking into your sleeping cycle. To me, the app, it was just toxic. I did like the community, so I am going to be sad that I won't get to be looking at that. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you had not had a chance, please check out my other uploads. I do videos every other week about cooking and then every other week for challenges, so definitely check out my last challenge. It was snatched waist and a peach. In 2 weeks, it was a Daisy Keech challenge from this year. So that's the last one that I did, and then I also had a cooking video that I uploaded this past Wednesday, and that was for, what was that for? What did I cook? It's gonna be over here. But so I had to cook some burrito bows, definitely check that out. And then my last check-in where I talk about intuitive eating and the pound that I had gained at that point. So definitely check those videos out if you have a chance. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and leave a comment below with any opinions that you may have about calorie counting. If you have any suggestions for different videos that I could make regarding recipes or things that you would like me to talk about in a check-in. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for taking the time out of your lovely days to get into this with me. I hope you have an amazing week.